Hey guys, what is up? I am back with another video, and today we're going to be checking out my 2006 MacBook on Windows 10 and how it works. But before we get into that video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because I make tons of videos just like this that you definitely do not want to miss. Let's get right into it. So here we are on Windows 10 on my 2006 black MacBook with the original Core Duo in it. And you would probably think right off the bat that this thing is not the fastest, not great at Windows 10 usage, or nothing special at all. Well, you'd be correct in assuming that it's nothing special, but to say that it's completely unusable or that it's really, really slow, that's a little bit wrong because when I first installed Windows 10 on this, it wasn't very fast, but I used a Windows 10 debloat tool, and now it's way faster than when I first installed it. Like, who needs Candy Crush pre-installed on a computer? That should be an option, not something that they just put on here. And so guys, let's go ahead and do a web browser test. But there's just something I wanted to say about Firefox. For me, Firefox always ran best on Windows XP back when it was supported and everything, even on terrible hardware. Like, Firefox was great. But now when I try to use Firefox, it just doesn't work well. I can't get it to be as fast as I would like it to be. It's just not. Everyone says that Chrome is a RAM hog, but I am having a lot of trouble getting Firefox to really work like I would want it to. And I've had no trouble getting Chrome to work the way I would want it to. Let's go ahead and try out Chrome. Here we are in Chrome, and you can see that did not take that long to load up. Now, we are using a 5400 RPM mechanical hard drive with only 2 GB of RAM, but you can see it's really not that bad to load. And let me just go ahead and load up the Task Manager. So you can see we have Task Manager here. Let's go into that. And you can see the performance. You can see we're only using 15% of the CPU right now, 60% of the RAM, but still, the CPU just went up a lot. I don't know why that happens, but still, it's a lot better than, not being able to use it at all when you have all those crap pre-installed apps that you do not need built right into Windows. And when you get rid of those, it really does help a lot, especially on a machine that's using an Intel Core Duo. Like, don't forget, this is a machine that came out 14 years ago. This computer is almost as old as I am. Let's go ahead and try loading up a website. Let's try out everymac.com. So you can see it's not great, but it's not terrible either. I mean, I'm just shocked by how good it is for a 2006 MacBook. Let's head into the Macbook Specs, and this is the one I have. Except I did upgrade the hard drive to 160 gigabytes. Okay, the Apple MacBook Core Duo. 2.0 gigahertz. We saw that in the Task Manager that it is 2.0 gigahertz, so this is the one I have, the original. Plus, it is the 1,1 model, and it's from 2006, and it is a Core Duo. So this one we listed as a MacBook 1,1. Battery definitely doesn't get this anymore. In fact, I'm actually using a white MacBook battery because the black one was, the black one that I had in here was swollen up and broken, so it just wouldn't work. Pre-installed Mac OS, we can see 10.4.6 was pre-installed, and the maximum is 10.6.8. Minimum Windows XP Service Pack 2, 32-bit. Obviously, you have to use 32-bit because this is a 32-bit processor. And then maximum Windows, it says Windows 7, but as we can clearly see, this is Windows 10. Now, that might be the maximum supported, but I don't even know about that. I mean, maybe by Apple officially, but wouldn't they make it so that their software wouldn't be able to run on this new stuff if they didn't want it to? I guess, well, they obviously can't change what's on the DVD, but Windows could easily do that. Apple could put, like, a request in not to have that happen if they really wanted Windows 10 to not work on here. I just standardly went and installed the boot camp drivers right off the Leopard disk. Everything worked great. The only hard thing, I guess, and this is probably why it's shown as, not having Windows 10 support, is because I tried to load the Windows 10 disk onto this machine, and it did not want to load when I put it in. It was like, select a CD type. So I could just not get into it. I tried installing Refit and doing all that stuff, and I was just not able to install Windows 10 off the disk. So you probably want to know then, how did I get Windows 10 on this computer? Well, it's actually pretty simple. I installed Windows 7, the 32-bit version, and then once that was done, I simply went to the Download Windows 10 page, downloaded the installation media creator, and just updated this computer straight to Windows 10. And I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was on Windows 7 before, because it was really, really easy. All I did was download the tool, and it installed right on this computer, no issues at all, just went straight to Windows 10, no problems. And if I really want to, if I don't like Windows 10 on this computer or it's too slow for me, I can go straight back to Windows 7. But I'm not going to do that because this works great for me. The thing that's crazy to me though is that it can get the newest Windows 10 May 2020 update. It can keep getting updates. Who knows how long that's going to last, but it's just crazy to me that a computer that came out 14 years ago can get the newest version of Windows 10. Can't get the newest version of iTunes on macOS 10.6.8, but you can get it on Windows, on the oldest Intel MacBook that is even available. The oldest Intel MacBook and the oldest Intel MacBook Pros, everything like that, it all just works, and it works excellent. I just can't believe how well Windows 10 runs on this computer. I'm kind of glad that it obviously has the 2 gigabytes of RAM. Windows 10 requires 1 gigabyte by default, so if you have the 512 megabyte model MacBook, you'd have to upgrade that, which is very easy to do. Made a video about it. You can watch it right up here, and you can watch how to do that if you want to do that. Oh, and also something I'm going to leave in the description is I'm going to leave in the description a link to the boot camp drivers, because obviously they're pretty hard to find. I could not find anywhere where they were being like left on anything, and it's just really annoying that you could only get it on the disk. Originally, they didn't have a link for it, or you had to use the built-in downloader for Snow Leopard or Leopard, which does not even work anymore. And you can see we are on Wi-Fi B, G, and A speeds, so yeah, this is not very good at all for Wi-Fi. If you hook an Ethernet, it would be a lot faster, but the Wi-Fi's not, it's in that middle point where it's not absolutely horrible to use. You have to have a good connection. I'm not in an area where my Wi-Fi for this would be the best anyway, but even when I am, the maximum we get here is like 2 megabytes per second, which is not very good in 2020, but hey, it's still acceptable for most people. And if you really didn't like the Wi-Fi speeds, you could just get a simple little hook-in USB connector for your MacBook and just plug it straight in and use that, and that would be a lot faster than this. And also, I do want to show you something that I have planned. So if you go to play.geforcenow.com, you can play on Geforce Now on a Chromebook. Obviously, this is a MacBook running Windows 10, and it can't download Geforce by default because it requires 64-bit Windows. So you can't get Geforce Now on this computer to play games over your internet connection. Obviously, I showed you this internet connection isn't great for me at all, but I was looking at the speeds that it detects on this computer, and turns out it just barely makes the cut for what the speeds need to be to play Geforce Now. So I'm gonna get the agent switcher, and in my next video I'll probably put it up here whenever that's available. It's not available now, but up here it'll be there when it's done. And so I'll put that there, and I'll probably make a video on how you can get Geforce Now on your 14-year-old computer, and it would work fine, because I've done it before. I know how to do it. And so I didn't do it yet because it's kind of a fresh install of Windows 10. My 2009 MacBook supports Geforce by default since it's a 64-bit machine, and it supports 10.11 El Capitan, and if you really wanted to, you could put it up on Catalina or whatever newer operating system you want to with the DOS Dude 1 patcher. Obviously this one doesn't support that, but there's still a way to get Geforce Now on it, and I will show that in a video that I will put up here, as I already told you. So guys, I downloaded the iTunes setup.exe, and I just wanted to show you that if you have a MacBook like this, you can get iTunes working on it even in 2020. It works great. So let's go ahead and do this installation, and I can show you that iTunes does work on a 14-year-old computer. It doesn't work on Apple's operating system, but works on Windows 10. And iTunes is done downloading, so we can go ahead and click finish. I have read this. No, I haven't. But I still accept it just because I want to use my iTunes. Video playback is not supported on this computer, I don't care. As long as iTunes work and I can transfer music between my devices and back it up and everything, we're all good. So let's close out of iTunes. And guys, something I didn't mention is that this computer was $50. And it works just fine. It's shocking how much you can get out of a computer that came out 14 years ago. I just can't believe it. I was 1 when this computer came out. It's crazy. And it can use Windows 10. It's not even all the way out of date. And I say all the way because obviously can't use it anywhere near the newest versions of Mac OS 10 because you can only use Mac OS 10.6.8, which came out a long time ago, so it's quite old, but Windows 10 is fully updated on this computer, and you can still use Linux and everything. I did try to get Minecraft running on this computer, just by the way, guys. I was able to get it working on Mac OS 10.6.8 with an older launcher. Even the newest version worked on an older launcher, but I haven't been able to figure it out on Windows 10 yet. It keeps saying something about OpenGL, so for now I'm just going to keep playing it on 10.6.8, or just not playing it on a computer that came out 14 years ago because I have different stuff that I could play it on. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. It helps me out a ton. Plus, you don't want to miss all the content that I'm making that's very similar to this, and it's just fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.